This is the motherboard PCB, which is a two-layer board of mid-power. As you can see, there are circuit protection components for high power and high current, high voltage, I should say. It has several off-board connectors, including for the capacitor board, which goes here, the input power for the MMC, the inverter board PCB here, and then some overhang for the microcontroller. 3D, not much larger, it's just the 10 by 28. And as you can see, it has some standoffs and a very large power connector. This is the capacitor board, which as you can see is quite a small board, just 10 by 10, has several large capacitors and some shunt circuitry with several off-board connectors. We go in 3D mode, we can see that this board is actually quite tall, and these capacitors are quite large. This is not a full indication of their size, as not all of them fit the footprints, nevertheless it is a large board. This is the completed inverter board PCB. As you can see, it is a 4-layer board which has been routed quite successfully, has passed all reviews. In 3D mode you can see it's quite substantial, and it is a high to mid power board with large MOSFETs and several off-board connectors. This is the version 1 gate driver PCB, which has been mostly assembled. As you can see, it's in the prototyping phase. I've connected power so that we can indicate that it does power on successfully. However, there are a few missing components, so we are unable to fully test it. Nevertheless, looking forward to doing that in the future. But also a misplaced footprint, but still connectable. Revision 1 of the microcontroller PCB, which has been completely manufactured and meets the purposes of communication, programming, and differential signal management. This PCB is clearly in the prototyping stage, as can be seen by the off-board resistors and wires.